So, could you survive for 72 hours just using a get-home bag that's worth $50 or less? Well, that was my challenge from Morgan at Rogue Preparedness.
Hi everyone, Morgan here. It is time to put together a $50 budget bug out bag. So I challenged Potpourri to do this with me to make a $50 budget bug out bag.
Okay, Morgan, that's a good challenge and I accept it. I wish both of us luck and may the best woman win. Hey, Rogue Preparedness Morgan has also made a video. So I want you to check out her video, watch my video, and then compare to see who's the winner. So come along with me and watch me as I canvas at garage sales, thrift stores, discount stores, whatever I can find to find budget items to place in our bag. You know, when I was searching the listings, I only saw maybe a couple of garage sales listing camping supplies. So we're going to try to hit those first and then hit whatever other ones we see and see what we find. Wish me luck. Oh, and I made a list, right, so I know what I need to find. So hopefully that will help me. Okay, I'm just back. I have been gone all day from 9 a.m. to 5:30 p.m. with just a stop for lunch. Yeah, and you know what?
Never thought this would be this hard.
This was much, much more difficult than I thought. So we went to slews of garage sales. And we went to 3 Goodwill and 1 Salvation Army. And do I have everything on my list? No, I don't. But let me show you what I have so far. I got this backpack. It's really in great condition. It looks like it's never ever been used. And it was only $6.99. Okay, here's your price. So I did buy it for our go bag. Then I wanted a knife, and I kept going to garage sales after garage sales, no knives whatsoever. And so this one gentleman says, well, have you found everything you need? And I go, no. I said, I'm kind of on a scavenger hunt, and I can't find a knife. So he went through his own stash, and he got me this little knife, and I mean, look at it. Got a pretty good blade on it, right? And it's a Imperial. Yeah, pretty nice. And he wouldn't accept any money for it at all. So it was completely free. Then my son discovered this. It was this cute little box and it said free. And it's like, I don't need a box, right? But of course he's smart enough to open it up. And in it, yep, a bunch of strike on the box matches. So there we have for fire. And again, completely free. And there was these 12 compressed towels, which could really come in handy. Again, it said $1, but my son was buying other things. They threw it in, so it was really free. But what I was really happy, the first sale we went to, I ended up getting this. Again, says $1, but I didn't pay for it because they threw it in with other things. But it is a crank, right? There you go. And you probably can't, I don't know. Anyway, it does work. The crank works. So I will be putting batteries in it later tonight. And hopefully the AM FM radio will also work. If so, again, completely free. Oops, I almost forgot this because this was inside the bag. But yeah, I got this at Goodwill. It was $3.99. So great for carrying water and great for your go bag. This is the problem with garage sales because you buy things you don't need. Look at that. It was really from Rwanda and I got it for 15 bucks. And I have no idea where I'll put it. So that's it so far, but I had a lot of other things on my list. So yeah, I might have to have multiple days of shopping. And you know what? I have a problem with garage sales. I'm a little crabby right now. But a lot of them we went to, they started on Thursday. I mean, this is Saturday, okay? On Thursday and Friday and then Saturday. Well, great, except I work Thursday, I work Friday. I would think most people do. So by the time you get there Saturday, there isn't much left over. You know, in the old days, they used to start on Saturday, and I wish it was still that way. But anyway, a lot of them were slim pickings. So that's my status report. So the big question is, will my $50 or less budget bug out bag actually cover the basics and help you survive? Let's find out. First, just in case you're not familiar, a bug out bag or a go bag is supposed to last you with things you might need for 72 hours. And that would be like basics like warmth, water, light, first aid, maybe food, things of that nature. So whether it's a wildfire, a gas leak, a hurricane, something totally unexpected, you want to grab that bag and go. So you need to have everything in that bag and ready. So this is my bug out bag that I have perfected over the years. And believe me, it cost me a lot more than $50 to build. But here's the kicker. I have never used it once. That's right, it's ready if I need it, but a lot of money and time went into crafting that bag. And I'm going to show you today, maybe that isn't necessary. So let's craft our bug out bag on a dime. Now, I had to add to the bag because I couldn't find everything at the garage sales or thrift stores. I think if I would have had more than 1 day time to prepare, I might have been able to, but sadly, I couldn't, even though I spent all day looking. So even though we have light from this hand crank free device here, I think it's important to have a headlamp. So I bought this one here. Whoa, we are getting a storm. This was only under $5 at Walmart. And at Walmart, I also bought this because I think it's a good idea, rather than just matches, to also have a long lighter. And this was, I think, 97 cents or 98 cents. And I bought this handy dandy cup here, which goes like this. And I'll be showing you why in just a minute. And then at Dollar Tree, I bought this first aid kit. Of course, now it's $1.25, right? It just has some bandages in it, some alcohol swabs, and you can easily make one for your own first aid stash at home. But I do like that it has the finger bandage, which can come in really handy. And of course, you need cordage. This was under $5 at Walmart. It is $5.50 paracord, and it will hold 110 pounds, and it is 50 feet. Now, those of you that watch my channel know I really like tarred bank cord. It was made for trot lines, so it doesn't absorb water. Paracord can eventually become saturated with water, and it won't float, and it affects its strength. But couldn't find any, and this met my price requirement. Also at Dollar Tree, I got some duct tape. This is only, 48 feet of duct tape. Again, what I would do is, I have duct tape, I would just wrap some around a not used casino card or old credit card, something like that, and then I have the tape when I need it. But for the purposes of this bag, I did buy this for $1.25. Okay, and this is what I spent a lot of money on. I think it was almost $16. It's the Espit pocket stove. And I really like this because, well, let me open it up here. Here it is. And all you do is open it, okay? And it comes with its own fuel, and you can just put 1 or 2 tablets there. And then, yep, you put your cup of water and you boil it for sufficient time, and you have drinkable water without needing to have a water filter. So this to me was a very good solution. And what I like about this also, well, let me show you. You have a lid, or use your aluminum foil, because that will make it boil quicker. And of course, you can also boil water to go with any mountain house like freeze-dried food, or to make coffee or tea or hot cocoa, or maybe cup of soup, or even if you want to warm up some canned soup. So this, pretty good solution. Now you might say, is that all? Well, there's one more thing. And that's this. This I bought at Harbor Freight, believe it or not, for only $2. This tarp is 5 feet 6 inches by 7 feet 6 inches. So this could be used to make a makeshift shelter, be used as a poncho if it's raining, ground cover, if you need to sleep on the ground, whatever. But I really thought it was important to also have a good tarp. And is this good? Well, it is good price for only $2. And what you want to do is you can fold it like this to put it in your bag, or you can actually attach it to your bag so you have it. So let's go through our contents real quick. We have this bag, and it was $6.99, remember, at Goodwill, and it really is a nice quality backpack. Maybe it's a school backpack, but it would certainly work well. It's really made out of good nylon material. For lighting, we have both, yep, our free little gadget here and our headlamp, very, very important. And of course, you want to carry spare batteries also. For warmth, yes, you can make a fire, right? We have matches and we have a lighter. And of course, the tarp I showed you earlier can also be used for warmth. You can kind of make an actual sleeping bag out of it. So for water, we have this water canteen, but that's not all. You might want a personal water filter. Communication, again, we have the radio here. Okay, I was wrong. This doesn't have a battery, but guess what? You pull out right here, it has an antenna. Okay, then, okay, I don't want to end up getting, actually in trouble for a copyrighted song, but yes, it does work. And you may want to buy an inexpensive transistor radio or a all-weather radio to include in your backpack. And something else really important for communication is going to be your own cell phone, right? And if you have it, a backup battery is great to also include. So for tools, I really wanted to include a multi-tool, and if I had enough time to go to garage sales, I think I could find a reasonable one, but I was unable. But I did get this free little knife. It really has a really sharp point there, and it could easily be able to pare down sticks for a fire or something of that nature. So yeah, that's our tool. Including, you may want to include zip ties also, if you have them in your stash. And of course, we also have our duct tape, and for our cordage, our paracord. Oh, and one more tool. I really think it's a good idea to have a good pair of gloves, because depending on what you're doing, you want to keep your fingers safe. And I would definitely suggest including a face mask and some gloves, if possible, to use for your first aid kit. Add to this. Again, you probably have it laying around the house. Oh yeah, and what about navigation? Well, I didn't include a compass. Again, if you buy a cheap compass, very often you get what you paid for. But in my case, I suggest you get free maps of where you live. I know here we can get free city, free county, and free state maps. So do that and include those in your bag. Now, I have some other suggestions. Copy your ID and always have a paper copy in your bag. Take along some cash. An extra pair of dry socks and undies could really come in handy. And some aluminum foil. I'm going to show you one of the things I use it for in a minute. But believe me, this really can come in handy for a lot of different purposes. It can make a wind screen around your fire that you're cooking with, cause your water to boil quicker, and yeah, it could also make a great tinfoil hat. And assorted Ziploc bags, again from your home stash. And you might want a pad and pen, maybe some hygiene supplies like a little deodorant, some toothbrush and toothpaste, maybe some bug spray, and some sunscreen. And of course, maybe you should also have some feminine hygiene supplies if you're at that stage of life. And I didn't buy a spork, but you can always take along some plasticware. And you can get these free in the sets for the little napkins, depending on your takeout. Just save those, and that is great, along with some of the free little packets of salt and pepper. Great for your bug out bag. And you might want some playing cards, or maybe a small Bible if that's your preference, something else just for downtime. Now you're probably saying, but where's the food? Well, if I was putting stuff in here, I would probably put in some hot cocoa mix and maybe some cup of soup and some little things like that that don't take up a lot of room, and maybe a Millennium food bar. Because to be honest, I have went 3 days without food. The important thing is the water, right? You gotta stay hydrated. So make sure you have energy bars or whatever you would like and put that in there. And of course, replace them as needed. You don't want to eat stale ones. Okay, so here's what I spent. I spent $6.99 for the backpack. I got the flashlight for free. The headlamp was just under $5. The lighter, I think, was 97 cents. The tarp was only $2 with a coupon. The water canteen was $3.99. The metal camping cup was $6 something. The Espit stove was $16, but believe me, you can get it a lot less. I just was under time constraints. And $1.25 for duct tape, $5 for cordage, $1.25 for the first aid kit, and that's it. So I gotta ask, Morgan, how did you do?
All right, so this is what we got.
Yeah.
Baby wants everything.
So you be the judge. Did Morgan, or did I win, or did we both win? And let me know in the comments what you would swap out or put in for that under $50 budget. And be sure to check out Rogue Preparedness, Morgan's video. I have the link down below. I want you to compare. And yes, I hope you also subscribe to her channel. She and I have both been on YouTube for what seems like eons. And both of us try to provide good prepping content without fear. So this was kind of fun. I hope you enjoyed it. And I gotta ask, how much did you spend on your bug out bag? And have you ever used it? As always, please subscribe and share the knowledge.